EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Kansas City Chiefs. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. From the 27, Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burgess. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. 73 yards. And the Chiefs are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run it with Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Running right through him. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On 3rd down, Jacobs. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. This will be fielded at the 17. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 60 yards for him on the ground in this first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. On 1st down, it's Jacobs. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 3rd down, Baker. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But at short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, it's Jacobs. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down forthcoming. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the three.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked
so
well.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now here's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Burgess. And they're able to get this one across the 35. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. 13 yards remaining on second down. Now Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Running it with Jacobs. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Jeremy Chin there defensively.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Carlson down to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. From the 41, Mahomes is going to let this one go deep.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off near the 29, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, he'll hand this off. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He finds his man, complete. That's Baker. And some space here. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 20. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is down to a field goal. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead,
Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Butker's kick here is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So quite a turn of events. The late turnover turns into 3 points, and now we are tied with halftime approaching.
My man, alliteration is you. I love how you just put that all together. And frankly, it just shows how quickly fortunes can change in this league.
So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point by Butker is on target, and they will take a 7-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Second and 8 coming up. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. off here to his running back. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Taking it about the 16. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Mahomes going to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still had the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes, and that'll be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Here's Jacobs. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. On second down now, it's Baker. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Going on the ground with Jacobs. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
120 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
And to give this time to the tailback. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
5 yards remain on second down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Baker. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Carlson on for the PAT. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Second down and 8. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd and 2, Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 27, the 30, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. Being chased at Mahomes hit. He lost the football, and the Raiders pick it up. Well, they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage, but in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Room for Jacobs there on first down as he takes this one forward for a pickup of about 7. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their...
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Raiders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Mahomes now to throw. And that is incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 18. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. On 1st down, Baker. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Mahomes now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Anthony Schwartz,
44 yards.
And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
A run on first down with Jacobs as he'll get this forward for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
158 yards rushing now on 23 carries so far.
They'll run on first down. Baker.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Running is Jacobs. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mahomes to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Here's Mahomes. And the Raiders have got him. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 38, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door. Maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 23, and they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he has been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You can just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.